I appreciate you jumping on the call.
You
This is
bet.
pretty much our testimonial. I want to get your feedback on how it went for you. I have a list of questions I prepared, and
Yeah.
answer as best as you can. And if you need help with any of it, I can explain further. But I guess the first question is, what were you struggling with before investing with Megafon?
Yeah, biggest thing that I was struggling with when I came to you, Nima, was about accountability around creating the content. I had a lot of ideas around, what I wanted to do and lots of topics. I still have a list of all sorts of different type of content that I want to write and speak about and create content for, but committing to actually creating the content and getting down to recording the video and editing the video, those are the things that were just not part of my routine that I was able to get going on a regular basis.
Cool. What has been preventing you from getting to where you are now to where you want to be?
I want to say time, but it's probably more like is a lack of commitment, lack of accountability, maybe. Those are probably the big things that have stopped me from continuing to grow the content and to increase the reach.
Cool. Before signing up with Megafon, what was a typical day like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really locked as a naturopathic doctor. I'm really locked into seeing a lot of clients on an ongoing basis. So carving out the time to do content creation and to turn the camera on, to do editing, like that's not stuff that is. It's not what I signed up for, and so knowing that that's a part of growing a small business, it's a part of growing my practice, and I know that that's an important piece that I've got to continue to invest in, but it's just not something that we're really trained for, that we really think about when we're starting our businesses in this way.
What did you feel like was missing from your day prior to signing up?
You were missing from my day, Nima. Yeah, just someone, again, to keep me accountable to the actual content creation. So having someone who's going to say, hey, this is the day we're going to get together and we're going to film, and to show up and bring all the equipment and to get everything set up and to have that expertise and that efficiency in terms of the filming and the lighting and the scripting and all of that kind of thing. That made things go a lot more smoothly. And when it was on the calendar, then it's a commitment just like any other meeting or appointment that I've got throughout my week. So that made things a lot easier.
Cool. Did working with Megafon impact your business or life in general? If so, please explain.
Yeah, working with Megafon's been great. It's given me the opportunity to really recognize how impactful the content creation side of my business can be, and how it can continue to grow. So I'm looking forward to continuing to learn lessons from this and future work that we do together, and to keep reaching for the stars, so to speak. I think there's still a long way to go, and we're only just starting to see the results from that. So yeah, I'm excited.
Love that. Please share any accomplishments or wins you've experienced since you started with working with Megafon.
The biggest win is just having stayed consistent in outputting content over the last 2 months. I mean, we had a very brief little break there, just in terms of a delay in scheduling our second video session, recording session. But other than that, like having the long form video on a very regular basis, I've still got some stuff dripping out right now on short form, and I haven't even scheduled some of that stuff on Instagram right now. So I still have a little bit of content to go. So yeah, that's been the biggest win, is being able to have it all done on one day, or over the course of the week once the editing is done, and then just to be able to schedule it and then not think about it for another month. That's the biggest win for sure.
Love that. How would you say you're feeling about your business or life after joining the program?
First word that comes to mind is I feel more hopeful and recognize that, like, I know that I can do this, and that that there is enough time in the day to get all these things done. I feel a lot more. I feel like I've got a plan or a roadmap to be more efficient in creating content moving forward. So yeah, that's exciting. I think, as I said, I think I'm still early stage in terms of seeing the results. On the grand scale of things, like whether like just cash flow wise, but we've got a lot of content that it's not just about the social media and the awareness and just throwing content up there, but how I can use some of that content in the future, whether it's for ads or on landing pages and stuff like that. So that was a lot of the initial stuff that we've done has created content that's going to be reusable for a long time. So I'm excited.
Likewise. What is a typical day like for you now after working with Megafon?
Well, I can focus on my clinical work and seeing my patients and working in and around my business in other ways, but not have to think as much about the content and scheduling content and creating content and everything. So again, kind of focusing all of that content production into a shorter period of time and letting you handle some of the stuff that I'm not any good at anyways. That has allowed me to not have that hanging over my head throughout the entire month, and it doesn't feel like a struggle, like I'm always trying to catch up on creating content. Now I know that's out there, and I don't have to think about it for another few weeks.
Love it. Anything else you want to add before we wrap it up?
Well, one thing I would say, just as more of an organic testimonial, is that working with you, Nima, has been great because I really appreciated how you've been able to pull out the really usable content in a more authentic and natural way. So it's one thing to script our videos and have an idea of what I'm going to say, but for you to also, after we've done the longer form video, come back and ask those pointed questions and just have me respond to those. I've learned a lot from that process, but also I think that you have a really unique way of being able to ask the right questions in a way that's allowed me to respond in a way that creates good, authentic content. So that's probably the thing I appreciate the most about our work together so far.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. And I appreciate working with you. You're
You bet,
so
man.
insightful, and I learn something new every time we chat. So much appreciated.